Welcome to your practice. I talk a lot about living light. So for me, to live light is this idea that there is a radiance inside, and there's also this lifting up, this buoyant energy. That's what we're going to work on today. So make your way into your sits bones. Get them grounded. Bring your hands to heart center. Drop your chin. The eyes can close. And we scan the body. When I take a seat, sometimes I get a little tense in my hips or my jaw. Check into your spaces, letting them relax without collapsing. Feel those fingertips, the slight pressure of your thumbs at your heart. And now breathe. Breath is life. And breath brings light, energy, radiance into our bodies. One breath in and let it go. Open those eyes and come to the top of your mat. The feet can be about hip width apart. Inhale those arms down and up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, reach your heart. Exhale, right foot steps back. High lunge, Anjaneya Asana. Drop into that left knee and feel that lightness in the center of your being. And breathe. With yoga, we love to keep our focus on the breath and our eyes. So with our eyes, it's a drishti, a focal point. Find some place to look at. Breathe into that body. One breath. Bring your hands to the earth. Lift your right leg. So we have this gorgeous T shape, and we are rooted. We have this nice triangle with our hands and our foot, and a strong back side. Inhale, reach, and think about a light radiance coming out that right heel. And drop that right foot back to the earth. Right knee lands on the earth. Arms come up. Interlace those hands. Hands behind your head. Open up and back. So there can be this cloudiness in the body. And what we're doing with yoga is going to those places that often get the cloudiest. And that's the heart, the shoulders, the hips. Last breath. Bring your hands to the earth. Lift that back knee. Step back into a plank and hold. When we move into shapes that have a little more power in them, we want to keep that sense of lightness. So yes, there is work, but can you do work like it is easy, effortless? And if we can't get there now, we keep showing up. That's why it's called a practice. And maybe someday that will happen. Take one more breath. Lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Your arms can come behind you and hold a ball, or those arms can reach forward, thumbs up, float your legs. And breathe. 3, 2, really try and lift. 1, hands by your chest, coming up into table. Move into your child's pose and breathe. And here we are grounded. But let's imagine this gentle light spreading like green, radiant moss. So springy, grounded. Last breath. And exhale, hands and knees, tuck toes, down dog. Move the hips, pedal the feet, get in, get light. And one of the ways we can grow light is by getting grounded. So we have those roots, and then we get to reach. Last breath. And look up at your hands, step that right foot forward, high lunge, Anjaneya Asana, bend into the right knee. There's this uplifted energy that is bringing a sense of lightness, and then those eyes lock on a point. So our lives can get us all a swirl inside. Challenge can come at us. Yoga gives us the tools to meet whatever is on its way with a steady gaze and a light heart. Last breath. Hands come to the earth. Float your left leg. And relax those shoulders. I kind of like to think of my shoulders as creeps. They like to creep up my neck. So I want to intentionally move them down my back. Long neck. Energy going out that left heel. Bend your right knee. Drop your left foot and knee back to the earth. Rise up. Awkward interlace. So just the other way with those hands. Drop the hips. Open up and back. I've been in a lot of meetings that have lasted 3 hours lately. So this feels amazing. One breath. And hands to the earth. Lift that back knee. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, reach the heart, and exhale, bow. Those arms can come on up as we rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, left foot steps back. Rising up, Anjaneya Asana again. And breathe. Now interlace your hands behind you. You can also grab elbows. You might tuck the chin. I like doing that because it gets a little stretch along the back of the neck. But you can also look up if you'd like. Rooted. And this energy that is lifting up and away from gravity's pull. Hands to your hips, drop your left foot down, right elbow, right knee, or right hand to the floor. Left arm rises. Tuck your right hip under. Stay, or if you want to bind, right arm goes under right leg, left elbow bends, and we open. Your chin can turn up toward that left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Now, hands can come inside that right foot. Inhale, reach, and exhale, bow. If you want a little more work, airplane your arms. So the arms go wide, right arm under right leg. And breathe. Wherever you are, find your roots and your sense of lightness. Last breath. Those hands come to the earth. Step back with that right foot, either high plank or come down on those forearms. And the hips can hover. We have the foundation, which is where we get grounded. And then it's bringing in this lightness. So to live light doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy. This is not an easy pose. But how can we meet what is with this sense of lightness? Last breath. Bring your knees to the mat, your hips to the mat. Take a nice sphinx. Inhale. Exhale, lower that upper body, your hands by your chest, tuck your wings. Inhale, rise up, cobra. And exhale, roll down. Inhale, rise up and down we go. Inhale, it takes strength to rise and then find the grace. Exhale, down. Now, you can come to your hands and your knees, so to table and then to down dog, or you can push up into plank, then down dog. Those are still muscles I'm working on building. Breathing, 3, and 2, and 1. Looking up at your hands, left foot steps forward. We rise up into high lunge. So we create the base. Then the hands come behind us. You can grab elbows or awkward interlace. And there is a dropping and a lifting. A centering and a flowing. Inhale and exhale. To live light means to remember you are alive and to feel the most alive that you can. Hands to your hips, right heel drops down, left elbow to the knee, your hand to the floor, right arm rises, tuck your left hip under, stay or bind. So left arm can go under, you can grab that right hand, opening up. And let's be honest, sometimes it takes some effort to feel alive. That life can deaden us and make us feel heavy. So yoga helps us to shed that and to find the light that is always inside. Last breath. The hands come inside that left foot. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow, hang out. Or left arm goes under left leg, right arm out to the side. So we fly with these wings. Steady, reaching. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame that front foot, right foot steps forward. Inhale, reach the heart, and exhale, bow. The knees can bend. Slip your hands under your feet. Maybe lift your knees and straighten, dropping the crown of your head, pulling up on your belly button. And breathe, 3, 2, 1. Those knees bend, tuck your chin, and slowly roll up. Gorgeous. Sweep your arms down and up. Inhale and exhale, bow. Inhale, reach your heart. Exhale, step or hop back, your chaturanga. Inhale, up, dog. And exhale, down dog. Breathe. Find where you can make the pose a little lighter. And let's lift our left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bend that left knee and open. Breathe, moving that heart back toward the right knee. Last breath. Step your left foot forward. Drop your right heel down. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, hands down, heart center. Warrior two. Bend into that left knee. Now, right hand comes to your heart and left arm lifts up. So you kind of go on an angle. Bend a little more in that left knee. Now, left arm might stay lifted. It might come around to your right upper hip, lifting that heart, dropping those shoulders. Last breath. The hands come to the earth and step back, down dog vinyasa or three-limbed vinyasa. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, moving back, down dog. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, right knee bends and you open your hip and breathe. Right foot steps forward, drop your left heel down. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, hands down, heart center, warrior two. Now, left hand comes to your heart, right arm reaches up. Drop those shoulders. So we're adding just a little bit more of a curve. Now, if you'd like, that right hand can come behind you, maybe rest on that upper left hip, drop those shoulders. We're really trying to get into the neck and to open up these ribs. Last breath. The hands come to the earth, down dog vinyasa or three-limbed. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe, 3, 2, 1. Step or hop to the front. And inhale, reach your heart, and exhale, bow. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Ground your right foot, step that left foot back. Inhale up with those arms. Exhale, flow, triangle. I love to drop my top hip a little, open up my top shoulder, and reach the spine. So when we think about all of the energy going down here, this is a very rooted posture. Can we feel light at the heart so that there's this radiance going out of heart center through those arms, radiance in our spine. Move to half moon. So left arm can come down, or you can just pop onto that right hand, float the left leg. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, breathe. Think about the half moon's light. It's gentle, it hangs, floating, glowing. Bend that right knee. Circling the arms up, warrior two. Bend into that right knee, then bend your right elbow. Left arm under, hands to shoulders or prayer. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. So eagle warrior. Relax and breathe. hands come inside that right foot walks to the edge of your mat, drop your left knee down. Inhale, lift and stay, or come onto those forearms. You might float that back knee and breathe. Inhale and exhale. And the hands plant. Step your left foot outside that left hand. And you can stay up high or come down into Malasana. And if you'd like, you can keep your knees bent or interlace your fingers and extend those index fingers and reach and breathe. Inhale and exhale. And hands come to the earth, lift those hips, turn those feet in, tuck your chin, and slowly rise up and move those shoulders. Other side, left foot grounds, feeling that life energy. Right foot comes back, flowing and folding, triangle. Top hip drops, top shoulder opens. Find your light, let it shine. There are these moments where the body can just get flooded with goodness. And if it doesn't happen, then maybe the next time or the next time. Last breath. Flow into your half moon. So right hand can come down to make that happen. Float that right leg and breathe. And so rather than thinking of yoga as drudgery or I have to do this, we get to see what our bodies can do today, right now, and then what might happen tomorrow. Last breath. Big step back with that right foot, circling up. Warrior two. Bending your left elbow, right arm under. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift. And bow. And there are so many beautiful shapes and actions that we get to take. We get to root and rise, bow and flow. So living into those amazing action verbs. Last breath. Those hands come down, walk your left foot over to the left, come on the ball of the right foot, drop that right knee, inhale, lift. Hands to the earth or forearms, you can float that right leg. And breathe. And energize. Inhale and exhale. And that back knee drops and we climb on up, lifting that right knee again, stepping forward. So a couple of options here. Your hands can go through your legs, so they go behind you, and you can just cup your heels with your thumb and that index finger, and then you might bow. So that's option one. Another option is you sit a little lower, come onto your hands, and start to walk your feet toward one another. And if you can, you might cross one ankle over the other, and you might hang out. You might also lift those feet. Or you might come to Titivasana, really get those legs up over those shoulders, plant your hands, extend your spine, sitting back just a little, and then extend those legs. So this is firefly pose, the epitome of amazing light. Now, I cannot transition out of this gracefully, so I'm just gonna sit on my bum, but if you can, those legs can go back, And we can all meet at the tops of our mats with those feet about hip width apart. Grab those elbows. And so that's something too, is that sometimes the flow is a little bit choppy because we haven't reached a level where these other things can happen. But we keep showing up and see what might be available to us tomorrow and the day after that. Bend those knees, bring your hands to your hips, push into those feet, and stand all the way up. So come to a long edge of your mat and bend those knees. You can grab elbows behind you or interlace your hands. Inhale, open. Hips go back, head drops, straightening the knees or not. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Those hands come to the earth. Turn your right toes out and your hands walk over toward the right. Inhale, reach, and exhale, bow. So stay, or Skandasana, the left toes might lift and your arms might extend, and you breathe. Your hands can also come to prayer. Hands come to the earth. We walk ourselves to the other side. So right toes in, left toes out. Inhale, plant those hands, and exhale, bow. Or pop the left toes up and sink, and the arms might extend. And we find our light, our energy. And we want to feed it so there is just this constant radiance. Getting rid of the clouds, the dust bunnies. Hands to the earth, and let's turn to the top of our mat. Step that top foot back. So once again, here we are in plank. You can drop your heels to the left, lift your right arm. Left knee can drop, right foot can be in front. We can stack, lift that right leg, or take your big toe or edge of your foot and breathe. Gorgeous side plank, working our strength. One breath. And lower down, right hand down, and drop to the other side. So heels go right. Create your shape. And breathe. Relaxed shoulders. And lower, hands to the earth. Then press gently back, down dog. Inhale, right leg will rise. Exhale, pigeon. So right knee comes behind right wrist. You can walk that left foot back. The straighter you have your front shin, like the more parallel to the front edge of your mat, the deeper you'll feel it. So you can sit on up and just hold this pose for a moment, letting it be a little bit of a back bend. Drop those shoulders. You can even interlace your hands behind you. One breath. The hands come in front of that shin. Inhale. Exhale, move in. And we want to bring some weight to the left hip point. And let that upper body grow and get weighted. So giving in to gravity. because that deepens our stretch. And inhale, rise up. So you can just stay up like this or bend that back knee. You might stay there. Grab that ankle with one hand or both. And breathe. Inhale. I'm cramping. And exhale. The hands come to the earth, and let's step back into a down dog. Guess I better eat a banana. Other side. So inhale, lift that left leg. Left knee steps behind left wrist. The right knee can walk back. If you want to deepen the stretch, you move that left heel forward so that shin is parallel to that front edge. And then let's just sit up, dropping those shoulders. We have the water energy in the spine, the earth energy in those hips. Now flow over that front leg, bowing. And giving ourselves over to the shape, to the pull of the earth. And to live light, sometimes we have to let go. And it's letting go of the right things. So thinking about that gentle act of surrender. And inhale, rise up. You can just stay forward or bend that back knee, maybe grabbing with one hand or both. Dropping the chin. Inhale and exhale. And hands come to the earth, stepping back. Down dog, pedaling those feet. And step or hop to the front of your mat and inhale, reach, and exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart center. So step your left foot back. And then turn to the back of your mat. So right toes in, left toes out. So you're facing the back of your mat. Inhale, reach your right arm, coming into revolved triangle. Soften that left knee. So right hand can come to left shin, to a block on the inside or the outside of that left foot. And we pull our right hip forward and down. Extend that spine. Left arm might lift, and we might look up to the left. Steering wheel those hips. So left hip back, right hip forward. Nice long spine. Look down at that right hand. Soften your left knee. Inhale, arms come up. Turn to face the front of your mat. Left arm lifts. Flow in. Soft right knee. Find your hand position. Pull left hip forward, right hip back. Lifting your right arm. And breathe. 3, 2, open at your heart. 1. Coming up and facing the long edge of your mat, arms wide. Then turn to the front of your mat, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach the heart. Exhale, step or hop back to plank. Bring your knees to the earth and sit on down. So left knee will be bent And you can grab your right hamstring and extend that right leg. You can also create a little basket coming into heron pose for the sole of that right foot. You sit up tall and then start to straighten. Now, our backs like to curve. So we sit up and we actually drop the right heel. Notice how that pulls the body up. Then we bend those elbows. That creates length in the spine. We want to drop the shoulders and be the heron, living in that liminal space with patience and grace. Bend that right knee. Now, left hand takes the left shin or the right shin, ankle, or outside of that foot. Right arm reaches back, so a twist. Then straighten that right knee, sit up tall. If you want to feel this more, the right leg drifts to the left. Ooh, Nelly. Drop those shoulders. So living light means flowing when it's time to flow, being still when it's time to be still, because then we can do it all, and not the way the world tells us, but in this way of really tapping into our inner radiance. And release, other side. So right knee bends. If you can, create an awkward basket. Grab that left foot, sit on those sits bones, lift in that spine. Straighten that left leg to your level, drop the left heel down, then bend those elbows. That gets the spine aligned. And breathe. Sthira and Sukham, steadiness and ease. So we could stay like this forever. We are light, alive. Bend that left knee. So right hand to the shin, ankle or edge of the foot, left arm behind us. You might straighten that left leg. Maybe it drifts toward the right. And your arms are just like they are in triangle. Or at least we're moving toward that. Because yeah, we gotta be honest with what can our body do. Last breath. And back we come to center. Heels to the earth, arms extend, lower yourself on down. And walk those feet in, and you can take bridge. So soles of the feet to the earth. You might interlace those hands and walk your shoulders in, lifting your hip points. You can also take full wheel, hands by your ears, and a gentle press up. Finding your lightness. Like there is this extra energy now lifting you up, away from the heaviness. Inhale and exhale. Slowly coming back to the earth. Pull one knee in. Pull the other knee in. Drop your chin. Spread that low back. So some options, your arms can go wide and you drop your knees to the right. You can also extend your legs. So legs are straight, you could grab that outer left foot. And breathe. We try and relax the shoulders into the pull of the earth. This wrings out our body, which also helps us to live light because we're letting stuff go. And bend those knees if they aren't, and bring them back up to center. Knees drop to the left, arms reach. You can also straighten those legs and grab that outer right foot. And breathe. Open at the heart. More freedom in the shoulders and the hips. And release, coming back to center, either just hugging in or happy baby. Shins, ankles, edges of the feet. You can even straighten your legs if you'd rather get into your inner hips and thighs. And the chin drops. And Shavasana. The pose where we drink in the light and the energy. You can think of a still pond with gentle moonlight spilling onto that water. And that gentle light going into every cell in your body, so that you are full of energy and sweetness. And you might hear my dog licking some water, and that's what your body is doing, licking in all of this good energy. And breathe, drinking it in. Radiant in your heart, let it go, head to toe. Quiet now, hush, be well. Quiet now, hush, be well. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you have. Thank you for practicing with me.